And I usually don't talk about has-beens. Well, that one in there, allegedly. But tonight I got to talk about Kaeya.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I want to talk about Jason Lee and how he was able to trademark gagging and gag nation. So recently, Jason Lee said that, well, he showed proof that he trademarked gag nation and gagging as part of his brand, and now he basically owns them and can use them in whatever context he trademarked them in. So this is kind of it's surprising because I am pretty sure that there have been lots of people that have used that word in the same context that Jason Lee was able to trademark those terms in. But the thing with trademark is that it is tricky in the sense that if you apply to trademark something, and I'm not a trademark attorney or anything, so grain of salt, but if you apply to trademark a word, there is a research that is done by the USPTO, which that's the department that handles trademark applications in the United States. So they do their research. I don't know what kind of research exactly they do. However, they do search to find if it has already been trademarked or if somebody else has that and has been using it, before they approve your trademark. However, I have to say that their way of researching is not foolproof because some things do get through if they're not challenged. Now, I don't know if that was what happened here and if perhaps that was why Jason Lee was able to trademark these two words, but I can almost bet that Jason Lee is not the first one to have used this in a commercial way. The words gagging and gagnation. He's not the first. I don't know who's the first, but it's not Jason Lee. I've been hearing this for a long time now, and I've seen some really old clips with people using them in the same way that Jason Lee is using them. Perhaps they did not monetize it, which means, whoever used it in a commercial way first gets it. So maybe that's why Jason Lee was able to trademark it, or perhaps it wasn't challenged. And the research that the USPTO conducted was not thorough enough to find that one unknown person that has used it a long time ago. So I don't know. Either way, they belong to him now, and it can still be challenged. There is no trademark that cannot be challenged. And if anybody feels that they used it first in commerce, they can still challenge it in court. However, right now, they belong to him. And, someone in particular is not very pleased with that, and that is Kaeya. Kaeya, if you know her, she used to be a rapper. She still is a rapper, and she's also a YouTuber. And she's not happy about it because she's been using that for a long time. It's kind of part of her brand. I don't know if she incorporated gagnation as much as she did gagging, but yeah, she did definitely use gagging, but she just used the term. It was not her brand name per se. What she branded more than gagging is gag order. And she used that in the context of both telling jokes and laughing, and a gag order as in the courtroom and judging cases and etc. So she used that in two different contexts, and I'm referring to gag order here, but gagging not so much. She did refer to it, but she didn't really brand it. So just merely using a word while conducting your business is not enough for you to claim ownership of it. It has to be used in a particular context. So even though Kaeya believed that Jason Lee should not have a right to own it because she believes that she has used it earlier on and in commerce, well, the USPTO does not think so. And possibly they are not aware of her and of her business and the fact that she's used it. It's possible. Like I said earlier, the research is actually not as thorough as people think. So it's possible that they made a mistake. Who knows? But anyway, Kaeya is not really happy about it. And she said that Jason Lee was stealing from her. She did not use Jason Lee's name, but I believe she was talking about Jason Lee. And she said Jason Lee stole from her and he's always upset when she mentions him, but they all do the same thing. They all talk about people, which is true. They all talk about people. And yeah, so Kaeya is upset. Jason Lee is upset. So Jason Lee decided to make a video talking about Kaeya, and he did not have very kind words about Kaeya.
And I usually don't talk about has-beens. Well, that one in there. But tonight I got to talk about Kaeya.
But overall, he was just talking about how Kaeya is beneath him and he has trademarked the terms and they now belong to him and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, it's just strange. I was really surprised that Jason Lee was able to trademark gagging specifically. Gag Nation, I understand, but gagging, that's a lot of people have used that in commerce, I would think. But, you know, you never know. And this kind of brings me to the fact that Kaeya tends to not trademark things that she uses. A lot of the terms that Kaeya has used in her business has become very popular catchphrases, and she tends to not trademark her terms, and she needs to start doing that. If she believes that something belongs to her or if she's the first one to have used it, then she needs to really get into the habit of trademarking those terms. It is kind of expensive to trademark a word. I mean, if you do not hire an attorney, it's almost $300. So if you have quite a few terms that you want to trademark, it can get expensive. Plus, it is non-refundable. So if the USPTO say, no, we cannot trademark this, they still get to keep your money. So I think that might be what is discouraging Kaeya from trademarking these terms. But if she truly believes something belongs to her, she really needs to go through her list of words, even right now, because there's possibly something that she uses that can still be trademarked by somebody else. And she needs to get on it and just form a habit of start trademarking terms. Yeah, so that she does not feel like people are stealing from her and claiming ownership of things that belong to her. Whether or not that is true, I don't know. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that if she thinks something belongs to her, she needs to trademark it. As far as Gag Order, her show, she cannot trademark that. I highly doubt that she can trademark that because that is used by the legal system. That's like trying to trademark Jane Doe or John Doe. It's just not going to happen. On the part of Jason Lee, I cannot be mad at Jason Lee for trademarking the term. If it were, say, illegal for him to trademark it, he would not have been granted the trademark. So, yeah, you can't blame a person for applying for a trademark for a particular term. So, yeah, that's all on this video. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next one. Bye, guys.